even be here for 5 minutes. But I do want to thank the people who organized this. I think it gives me hope. I've often been asked in the past, because of how completely gloomy and grim my writing is, if I'm pessimistic, and the answer is yes. I am pessimistic, but I'm not without hope. It's sort of like progress hope. Just because you've never seen progress doesn't mean you can't believe in it. So you can just add it to that list of things that you've never seen, but that you can still believe in. So yeah, I have hope. And I'm just going to read a couple short poems here. But I know that Danny and Dora and Carol all felt like, they didn't personally have enough to contribute financially, which is the hopeless situation our system is in, if that's what it's about. And how do we change that? And they felt like they couldn't do anything personally because they don't have any money. But they have imagination and they have energy, and so they put this together. And so I thank you guys, and you give me hope. Well, okay, now I'm going to read this poem called The Stagnation. They talk a lot about stagflation now, and when I wrote this poem, I wasn't thinking about that. But now I would totally welcome any associations that you might have with stagflation. The stagnation. The stagnation is deafening. Then some menacing nudists walk past, laughing, which doesn't affect the stagnation. I hold out my hands, palms turned down, and rain rains from them, which affects the stagnation, but not much. Here come the nudists again, wielding tire irons and saps. The wind kicks up, affecting the stagnation. The rotary clothesline starts spinning to beat hell, clothes like garish, terrified clowns. Did you ever notice how easy it is to terrify clowns? They're already crying before the fun begins. Clowns clinging to the rotors of a Navy helicopter whose fuselage is camouflage, the desert kind, whose rocket launchers are loaded, whose orders are anybody's guess. Still in all, a moist spring evening lowers itself onto the fragrance of lilacs and cherry blossoms, like the sadness you wish would last a little longer. These days, we do it every time someone drops a hat. Sometimes we do it even when no one drops a hat. It should always be like that, don't you think? In Iraq right now, someone's doing it.